Good morning, Team Breaker. Sorry there wasn't a vlog yesterday, or for the 30th of June. This summer? Is it still summer? That's the problem with living in Minnesota. You start to get crazy. You start to fucking go, holy shit, it's July now. It's almost winter. I wasn't feeling like 100% either, so I didn't want to be like vlogging like, oh, hey guys, I feel like shit. I got up really fucking early today. Really, too early. I slept for a decent amount of time, but now it's like 2 in the morning. I have time to get some XP in WildStar. Today is the beginning of Living Story Season 2 for Guild Wars 2. I haven't really talked about it at all because I haven't been looking up anything at all. The April feature patch doesn't matter because there was no like, I don't think there was any like Living Story related to it or whatever, but and the patch wasn't, the features weren't all that great anyway. They're just like, hey, cool, we added some kind of rewards that suck to PvP. I took advantage of this big gap in the period of time between the end of Living Story Season 1 and the beginning of Living Story Season 2 to sort of clear my head of the game completely, not pay attention to any sort of screenshots, hype, talk, videos, because you know, they post videos about everything that's gonna happen. I guess this time around, for at least this patch, they haven't made a video or put out a live stream or anything. So I want to go back into the world, experience it as a player would experience it, instead of experiencing it like it's a story that I merely move my character around in the world the story exists in. Because that's basically what I'm going to label Guild Wars 2 as officially in a video. Personally, that's how I treat the game. As it's a story that you have a character that exists in the world the story is taking place in. It's not so much a game, it's kind of a game. I have a video idea that I'm working on. It's just basically going to be a video that explains what Guild Wars 2 is and is not. Because I think a lot of Guild Wars 2 players think that their game, I mean like Guild Wars, not players, but like the people who are like rabid fans of the franchise who are like, oh, it can do no wrong, it's the best fucking thing on the planet. I think these people don't realize that it's not what you get in other games. It's not on par with what you receive in other MMOs. I've seen so many posts on the subreddit in the last month since WildStar has come out from people saying, you know, I liked Guild Wars 2, but ever since I've been playing WildStar, I've noticed something else. I really like being rewarded for challenging content and getting items that I have to get through group play. And there was even one big long post about how like they started playing MMOs with Guild Wars 2 and everyone was like, oh yeah, that Holy Trinity thing you've heard of, it sucks. But in this game, there is none. So that's why it makes it great. And then he went to, you know, play WildStar and guy came back, made a long post saying, you know what, Holy Trinity is not that fucking bad. I actually really, really like it. You know, you're going to say, come here to say some bad things to me, yellow. I've been listening to a lot of Ownage Springs. I'm sorry. But that's my plan going forward with Guild Wars 2 because I don't really have to do a whole lot of research and homework on Guild Wars 2. WildStar, on the other hand, I still need to do some stuff and learn a little bit more about the game. I mean, I know the basics of the game. At this point in time, at level 25, it's pretty fucking repetitive. I don't even have my 9th limited action slot opened up yet. But I like that it's repetitive. I mean, I like that it's limited, not that it's repetitive, because you have a build that you can run with. So you run with it and that's your specific job. It's not like you have access to all the skills at once and like, and at the last second yesterday, Daniel became our first $350 pledge, but he's not gonna be able to do that consistently. But he wanted to help out. So I don't want anybody to get super excited about the fact that it says $760 something on there per month, right? Because that's not gonna be consistent because people can drop, you know, people can change their pledges. That's another thing. Patreon's still kind of broke right now because it's supposed to send you emails when somebody changes the amount of their pledge or when somebody stops pledging or when somebody's new. Because I like that. When I got the emails in the first place, when I first started, right? I was getting the emails and I was messaging those people saying like, hey, cool, man, welcome to the Patreon. Hope you enjoy the content and leave me comments and stuff. Feedback is amazing, da da da. And I don't get to really tell everybody that because not everybody who's a pledge on Patreon watches the vlogs. They simply pledge because, you know, they want to. So it's tough. But anyway, Daniel, thank you so much. Get very, very, very close to paying for the plane ticket to Anaheim with this month's Patreon stuff. And it looks like it's not going to be too shitty on Wednesday and Thursday, so I'll be working. So that's what should help me knock that out. And so I'm babbling now. Plus the battery's dying. Thanks to you guys. I didn't think I was gonna be able to get groceries, but I went and got groceries a little earlier than I normally would because I needed some. There wasn't just nothing in my fridge, so I got bread. Bread's good. I also got, it's in the bread bag. Where are you at? I got one of these. Somebody recommended that I try this Naked brand. And I feel like crap because I was asleep and I took medicine. So the other thing I've had in my body is ramen, medicine, and that's it. So I am completely imbalanced. But yeah, we'll try this. It says it's got apples, bananas, kiwi, mango, a hint of pineapple. I can't believe all of this shit's in here. Spirulina, alfalfa, broccoli, spinach, kale, garlic, barley grass, wheatgrass, ginger, and parsley. Hopefully it doesn't taste like crap. Is that? I don't know. Oh. Oh. It's not bad. The sweetness of the fruits inside are probably what counterbalance the dank of the potential dank taste of the vegetable. Lay on your shoulder. There you go. You're such a prude. See, this is what happens when Nani's being a brat. She'll do a trick and then she'll just immediately be like, I did it. You saw me do it. I did it. Want me to do it again? I did it. You're naked. Yeah. You're a dog. You can't have any of this. Just sitting around the house, sitting around. This is like the first day in a very long time where I have just been actually legitimately bored. And I'm making something. I don't want to show you what it is because it's not healthy, but you know, maybe you take a guess in the comments or something. Fucking A. Anyway, let's offer some suggestions here. This is a team effort. What are you even looking at? Talk about the holy shit reaction that JonTron's audience gave him when he put out that video on the 26th. I just checked it out. It's basically a sponsored video to check out a game where he plays the game and does the JonTron stuff that he does that everyone loves. It's funny. It's only like 3.5 minutes long, and at the end he says, play it. Man, people were just giving him shit like, oh my god, this doesn't feel like, this feels like a commercial. Yeah, YouTube is in that space right now where you're gonna see videos from your favorite people and they're going to be sponsored, right? They're gonna be paid to make the video, right? Game Grumps, I think, does it the best because they put out content every day. They can do their sponsored stuff and it looks a little seamless. Like, I don't think the Game Grumps audience notices when they're doing a sponsored video. Battle Block Theater was a sponsored series, right? So where they're paid directly for that. And they make money off of the views too. There's a cost of living and a cost of, there's a working expense. It's all just shit that younger people don't understand. They get mad and it's not, because I'm not saying that it's bad that people don't understand that. What I'm saying is it's bad that people get mad, even though they understand it, they get mad. But then they see all this other shit in life, right? They see ads on, ooh, I spit on my glasses. They see all these other examples of shit in their lives that they're willing to accept, but when it comes to YouTube videos or some shit they watch on the internet, they get all up in arms when it's like, ugh. Like most people watch sports, like most people. Now, even if you watch video games, you at least watch some form of entertainment on television or somewhere else on the internet, like Netflix or Hulu or whatever, right? These are the same exact experiences all these other people have, and then they get all up in arms when it's like a YouTube video and a sponsored video by their favorite person or whatever. It's such bullshit. It's so stupid. And they cross that line of like condemning the fucking person, like, oh, you shouldn't, this isn't right. This isn't right. Everything's going downhill from here. This isn't what I subscribed for. Like, fuck yourself. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I am in the absolute worst possible position to get up on a soapbox and talk about this because I need Patreon. I need you guys to help keep me afloat, you know. Like, my content doesn't even keep me afloat. 2015, things will be very different. Every Tuesday they put up these vegetable shops and stuff, the farmers market, and they get a shitload of people that come in there. Like, there's so much traffic. But yeah, I don't know. It just kind of, the majority of his audience is like, hey, shut the fuck up. But I mean, just for there to be pockets of people who are like, oh, you expect me, you're influencing me to buy a game. You don't even probably like the game, even though he probably does. What are you doing? How's it going, pal? You getting all the chicks? Yeah, that's right. It's okay to admit it. Okay, well, I just attempted to record some stuff for Guild Wars 2, and I did the entire like episode or whatever for this living story in the story journal. My hard drive got full, so I had to scrap the whole fucking thing because there was a lot of me not talking, and I was just gonna edit it up, but I have to move everything from this white hard drive to this black hard drive. So shit. But yeah, I got a bunch of useless items, just like I thought I would. I mean, I didn't think I was gonna get anything good. I'm gonna leave the Zephyr Sanctum area where the fucking shit's crashed, and I'm gonna go look and see how big the zone is, because that's all I give a shit about. It depends on how big the zone is, and the shit you can do in it. It's been a long day already, so I am going to go to sleep. Thanks for watching today's video. We'll see you in tomorrow's. Don't forget about junk. Shirtless Dante signing off. Get crit.